So, first up, let's talk about machine learning. At its core, ML is all about teaching a computer to learn from data and make predictions or decisions without being explicitly programmed to do so. Think of it like this: instead of coding a program to solve a problem directly, you train it with data and it learns patterns over time. For example, you might train an algorithm to recognize emails as spam or not based on thousands of examples. It figures out what makes an email spammy, like certain words, sender information, or patterns in the message. Now let's talk about deep learning. It's actually a subset of machine learning, but with one major difference. It uses something called neural networks to mimic how the human brain works. Deep learning relies on multi-layered neural networks. Think of them as a series of connected nodes or neurons that process information in layers. This deep structure allows the system to automatically detect patterns, even in really complex data. So, what's the main difference between the two? Let's break it down. Complexity of data. Machine learning can work with simpler data and may require feature engineering, where you manually decide which aspects of the data are important. Deep learning, on the other hand, can handle raw, unstructured data like images, audio, or text without needing manual feature selection. Algorithms. Machine learning uses algorithms like decision trees, linear regression, and random forests. Deep learning uses neural networks, which require much more data to train effectively. Training time and data requirements. Machine learning typically needs less data and can be trained faster. Deep learning requires huge amounts of data and a lot of computational power, which means it takes longer to train. Accuracy. While machine learning can be very accurate, deep learning tends to outperform it in complex tasks like image recognition or natural language processing because of its ability to learn from layers of data. Let's talk about where you'll see these in the real world. Machine learning ML is often used in recommendation systems, like those you see on Netflix or YouTube. It analyzes what you watch and suggests new content based on your preferences. Deep learning, DL, powers things like self driving cars, where it processes data from sensors and cameras to make decisions in real time. It's also behind voice assistants like Siri or Google Assistant, which understand and respond to natural language. So, when should you use machine learning and when should you go for deep learning? Well, if you have a small data set or your task isn't too complex, machine learning might be the way to go. It's faster, easier to implement, and doesn't require massive computing power. But if you're dealing with large scale data, like images or videos, and need more accuracy, then deep learning is your best bet, even though it's slower and requires a lot of resources. Machine learning is about teaching computers with data, while deep learning takes it a step further with neural networks that automatically learn from large data sets. Both are exciting fields that are transforming technology as we know it. If you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to like, subscribe, and drop any questions or comments below. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.